Welcome back to another video. This is the Football Connect. I'm your host Sam, and we are back again with another one. This is the Premier League review, as we're going to be taking a look at week 11 of the Premier League, as we are looking at the games that are going to be played. What are we expecting? Who's going to have the best time and what's going to happen? It's all going to be covered in this episode. But so let's go to the Premier League. Before we actually start talking about all these ones, where I'm just going to give you just a run of the nominations of the Player of October's nominees. So, Save of the Month, Alisson has been included. We also have the Sheffield goalkeeper Ariola is there for West Ham. Tottenham Vicario is there, and also I think it's called Casemirs, Luton Town goalkeeper, is also in there. We'll see what happens on that. Goal of the Month, there is a lot of players there. I think you just go check it out. There are so many players there. In terms of managers of the month, I think that one is easy. I can just go through it. We have Mikel Arteta, we have Unai Emery, we have Jurgen Klopp, we have Postecoglou. I think Koglu might win it because out of all the managers who are there, is the only manager who has 3 wins in 3 games that were played. So let's see how that one plays out. Player of the month, we have Douglas Luiz, we have Mbeumo for the Bees, we have Neto for Wolves, we have Declan Rice for Arsenal, Romero for Tottenham Hotspurs, and Salah for Liverpool. Salah has been nominated again. So let me hear what you guys are going to be choosing in terms of your choice, in terms of who you think will win this one. But the games, we are in week 11, people. It's going to be exciting as we're going to be looking at the games, and I'm going to be giving you my prediction as I think of the games. I'll talk about the big games, of course, in-depth look in terms of how the team is looking like, and also hear what your thoughts are over the games. It's going to be exciting. Let's see what happens here as we move on. So the games, as it looks like, we are starting with Fulham versus Manchester United. A good game. United needs to win. The exciting part about this is that it's not actually in Old Trafford. So many United fans are tired of also losing every single time in the OT. So this could be something that they'll use in terms of helping the team or something, if you ever hope of that help happening. But let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. And the other thing that the other team that we talk about is Brentford versus the Hammers. Yes, Brentford will be playing against West Ham. This was also on a Saturday. We have Burnley playing against Crystal Palace. We have Everton playing against Brighton. And we have Man City playing against Bournemouth. Sheffield playing against Wolves. Newcastle playing against Arsenal. So, for me, I believe Newcastle versus Arsenal is the best game and the biggest game of Saturday. We want to see what happens, and we want to hear what people are thinking. It's going to be exciting as we cover about this game. As well as on Sunday, we have Nottingham Forest playing against Aston Villa. Then we have Luton Town playing against Liverpool. Another exciting fixture to look forward to. It's going to be exciting to see how the game finishes up and how it's going to be looking like. The last game, which is the biggest game of the week, is the London Derby. In fact, it's the North London Derby. We are going to be watching Spurs versus Chelsea. So I'm going to be talking about those games, looking at the value of importance, the big 6, and also just going forward. The North London Derby, we were surprised, all of us, after a performance that Chelsea showed against Arsenal, that they went again and they lost the next game that they played. So many people who were in the game were shocked. I was shocked for sure. I did not really expect that kind of a performance. I thought I'd see more from this team, but so many surprises in this league, and if you are not used to the surprises now, what have you been doing? This league is full of surprises than anything you've ever seen. But don't you think that maybe, this is what I'm thinking, don't you think that because of the performance we saw, we could see Chelsea rise again their performance because they are going to be playing against Tottenham Hotspurs? Don't you think that they will give us that performance that so many people will talk about, so many people will be excited to see, and so many people would want to see the win actually going on the side of, Chelsea, because of course it's going to be played at Tottenham Hotspurs. Chelsea have always won at Tottenham Hotspurs, but it's been a weird season from last season to this season. In fact, life under the new owners has really not been what people expected. But it's going to be exciting to see. In terms of my fantasy league, I kept Madison and Son. I feel like they will be the difference maker into this game if there's going to be anything that comes out from this game. But I'm not writing out Chelsea as well, because Chelsea is full of surprises. Because I'm looking at right now, they've played, listen to this, head to head, 62 games have been played between these two teams in the Premier League. Tottenham Hotspurs have only won 8 of those games, and Chelsea have won 33 of the games. Home games for Tottenham Hotspurs, they've won 7. Chelsea have won 19 home games. Away, they've only won 1, and Chelsea have won 14. 21 draws are in this game, but I don't think it's going to be a draw. Somebody's going to win. And of course, because it's in a Monday, that Monday night, it's going to be exciting. To be honest, I'm really excited over this game. I feel like it is going to be full of surprises. It's going to give us that excitement, that build up. It's going to leave us with so many questions over what happens and what exactly are the world expecting from these two teams. But one thing that I can promise you for sure, you are going to enjoy this game. You are going to talk about this game, and it's going to be exciting going forward and seeing what's going to be happening. But let's see how it goes. The last game that they played, Tottenham Hotspurs won by 2-1, and the last one that was played, Chelsea, was a 2-2 draw. You remember that Conte Porter one that they almost fought? The exciting times, people. The exciting. Those are the exciting times. But now we are here. Let's see what we find out in 2023. How would the game be played? What's going to happen? All our eyes will be at the Tottenham Hotspurs ground. Let's see what happens. I do believe that Tottenham Hotspur has the upper hand. I do believe that they can surprise so many people. They can even win this game if you really think about it, because they do have the personnel. Because that team, for example, they're playing so well. So exactly before I finish here, I'm going to give you my combined 11, looking at both the teams and see what happens. But it could be full of surprises, but also you cannot write down Arsenal. Arsenal against the big teams, the teams that opens up at the back, which of course we expect. Tottenham Hotspurs are not going to close at the back. They will be attacking, because that's what their game is all about. Attack, attack, attack. So that gives us an idea that they will open at the back. Well, would that help? We have to wait and see, because there are so many things that can happen in this game. But we are going to be here to watch it. We will be here to talk about how the game goes in. My combined 11 of this team. At goalkeeper, I'm actually choosing Vicario. I think he has done so well this season that I can choose him over the other goalkeeper. In terms of the defenders, of course, I'm going to do it a 4-3-3, by the way. In terms of mid defenders, I'm choosing defenders for at right back. Reece James is back, right? Reece James is back. Oh man, Chelsea has so many defenders, people. Reece James is back, right? So Reece James versus Pedro Porro. In terms of quality, I would say Reece James, but Porro has been doing so well. But I have to go with Reece James. Let's be honest. Reece is good. Romero versus Thiago Silva. I'm choosing Thiago Silva all day. Experience always matters every single time. Then Van der Beek versus Liverpool. I have to say Van der Beek, because I think he has done so much to prove he's capable of doing so well. Between Udogie, who is not really sure if he's going to be there, Udogie, or Marco Kurela, or even Ben Chilwell, who could you choose? I will have to say Udogie, because the kid has been on fire. Whatever that has been done, it's just exciting. Going in the midfield, of course, there is that talk of the defensive midfielder role. Let's talk about that first. We have a Chelsea in terms of midfield. We have Bosman or Moises Caicedo. Moises Caicedo has not really proven himself for Chelsea this month, but so that's why I'm sticking with the Besuma. Then I'll have to choose Madison with whom? Who's the other midfield I can take? Conor Gallagher. I'll have to say Madison. He's just that good. Then I'll say too many midfielders, of course. Then I'll say Enzo Fernandez and who's the other one? Mata Sa or Pepe Sa. I'll choose Enzo Fernandez because I feel like he offers more going forward. Going up forward now, in front, in terms of the front ones, Son has been playing as a gunman, so whatever Chelsea will offer as a guy with the gunman, I'll only choose Son because I feel like he's playing so well. Richarlison or maybe Sterling, or maybe, yeah, Richarlison or Sterling, or who else? Who else? Yeah, Richarlison or Sterling. I will have to choose Sterling. Can't choose Richarlison. So the other side, I'll choose Kulusevski. So my team is like Vicario. I'm going Rhys James. I'm going Thiago Silva. I'm going Van der Beek. I'm going Udogie. In the midfield, I'm choosing Besuma. Also choosing Madison as well as Enzo Fernandez. Up forward, I'm choosing Raheem Sterling on the other wing, as well as Kulusevski. Up forward, I'm choosing Son. That's a strong team. Let me know your thoughts. Give me your combined 11 in the comment section over this team, in this game. And who will be the manager of this team between Pochettino and Postecoglou? At the moment, everyone's money is on Postecoglou. It looks like he has created a danger of a team. So that's what I'll be choosing. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section over this game. What are you expecting? Who will win? Do you agree with my combined 11? My prediction over this game, I feel like Spurs will win by 2-1. Because Spurs, they just look like they're in this run and I don't think they're slowing down. And because they're not slowing down, they'll keep winning. So that's what I think as we go forward here. The other games that we need to talk about, let's talk about. Okay, it seems like I've gone too far. Very, 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 very far. The other games we need to talk about in terms of the fixtures, we have Arsenal versus Newcastle. That is a good game. That has to be one of the best games we're going to be watching. Newcastle have really been so good, but they have a problem of being hot and cold, hot and cold. They can be on a high and they can be on a low. In this game, as we look at it, it could be one of those games that could be full of surprises because I'm not really 100% convinced with this Arsenal that we've seen under Mikel Arteta this season. It's not even as good as the one last season. Even though now they have the Declan Rice, the good players in the squad, they're not really that team that you would say that, okay, they could surprise so many people. I don't want to lie to you. I haven't been surprised like that. And I'm still waiting to see how the game will play out like. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section over what I'm going to say. I actually think that Newcastle win this game because it's been played in the home of the Geordies. That's why I believe they could win it maybe by 2-1. It could be also maybe a surprise, but by 2-1. That's what I think. It's a good game. It's going to be... so many eyeballs will be on that one. So many people will be asking so many questions. Of course, there are some players that are out, but one thing I can tell you, Newcastle were able to rest so many of their players, especially with the game that they played yesterday. That's why I have so much confidence that they could surprise us now here. Of course, Arsenal managed to raise the likes of Saka, Martinelli, Jesus still on an injury, right? Yeah, so there were so many rest as well from this, but it could be a game that leaves so many people with exciting moments to hold on to, but also it could be full of a surprise. But anyway, let's see how the game plays out. Do me a favor, by the way, click the like button, subscribe to the connect. Let's see what happens. So my prediction, like said, I believe Newcastle could win by 2-1 because Arsenal has not really convinced me, and with the way the Geordies can come over and cause havoc, are they ready for that test? Can they do well under that test, especially losing to West Ham? Trust me, you might say that of course they were playing that the B team Arsenal. The psyche of losing a game can move on. even into the dressing room. That's why I believe this game could surprise so many people. That's why I'm saying this. Anyway, let's see how the game will be played on. Like, let me know your thoughts in the comment section, your predictions as well, what you're expecting. I'll be here to hear your thoughts in the comment section. The other big game that we need to talk about, which is going to be played, is Fulham versus Manchester. Of course, you'd say some days you would say that that's not a big game, but it's only because of the Ten Hag factor. Would the Manchester United squad start playing for Ten Hag? Because on the last games we've seen, they haven't. They lost 3-0 consecutive in the Old Trafford, from losing from Man City to losing to Newcastle. That's too much. Are they gonna make it a hat trick of losses in one full month? That'll be exciting to watch, because it'll be a surprise, I'm telling you. But let's see. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. There are so many surprises that could come up from this game, or maybe, just maybe, it could be a different look. They could actually play so well and do so well. It's all still just what could be and could be, what could be and could be. At the moment, we are not even sure over what we're getting over this game, but it's going to be an exciting one, that's for sure. United need to find a victory elsewhere. If we were talking the day before, yesterday, I was talking about hoping that they could find a victory out of nothing, but after yesterday, what I watched, I'm not even sure now that even what I was thinking could actually work, because I was thinking that maybe, just maybe, this United squad can do this. Now, no, don't judge me into these things. That's what I thought. I was hoping just maybe they could put out some players who don't have the skills like the Rashford, but are workaholics, so that they help out and fight for the team, because the problem is still the same with Manchester United. If the players who are up front, if they're not dragging back to help out the midfield, or the midfield to help out the defense, then every man of this point is on his own. There are only three main positions in the football. It's a simple game. There is the defense position, there is the midfield position, and there's the forward position. And in this modern games, especially this modern games where goalkeepers are starting the game, in terms of attack, it's starting from the back. It means the defense are also helping out in terms of building up an attack. So it means there should be a connection between the defenders and the midfielders, so that the ball can move swiftly going to the forwards. So if you find that when the defenders have the ball, the only thing that they think of is to kick it forward in the hope that they reach on the striker, and when the team that you're playing against is now coming back to attack you, and there's no one to help out at the back, there could be a problem. I did an analysis video reaction on the Connect 2. If you haven't checked that out, looking at what Thierry Henry was talking about, how Real Madrid and Arsenal are playing when they attack as well as defend whenever they lose the ball in those attacking spaces. If you go look at how what I was talking about, how the defense was able to help the midfield in attack, and how the midfield was able to add some players in attack to give more spaces and more chances for the teams to score goals, that has also been lost with Manchester United. You see what I've just talked about? I've even talked more about than what United are showing in terms of what is the structure of play that Erik ten Hag is showing in the game. Those are the questions that so many people are asking. Until we get answers to that, we are wondering exactly where is the football going to be coming from. We are wondering exactly what can we expect from this, because we are not seeing anything that proves that there will be some changes over what ten Hag has to produce, over what ten Hag will do in terms of what they could build up to the future. But at the moment, we'll keep talking about it. What is my prediction? I actually feel like the best that United can get in this game is a 2-2 draw. If they cannot get a 2-2 draw, they're going to be well up by maybe 2-1 or 2-0. So either 2-2 draw or 2-1. That's how I am. It's very painful to do, because I can't just go straight and say it's a lose for United, because they're a bigger team. And say whatever you can say about Ten Hag, he has done so much to try to prove that he is a better manager. But at this moment, I just don't know what to say. I just don't know. That's the problem. So let's hope so. Let's hope it's a draw. But at this moment, if I don't see a United win in this game, I don't see it. And that's just my fake truth. The other games that are going to be played, Brentford versus West Ham. Mbeumo has been selected as one of the player of the month. He's been playing so well. You could see some changes there, some surprises over the games. But yeah, that is it. Everton versus Brighton. That's a good game. That's a good game to see what's going to happen. I think Brighton could win this game. Oh, I did not give you my thoughts on the game. Brentford versus West Ham. I see nothing but I think it's going to be 2-2 or 1-1. It's a draw for me. Burnley versus Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace 3, Burnley 1. That's my prediction. Until I see something convincing over this team of whoever the former Manchester City captain is, I'm not convinced over what he's doing at the moment. And he could be one of the managers who sacked very early. Everton versus Brighton, like I said, it's a good game. It's going to be played at Goodison, one of the craziest grounds to go to whenever they're attacking, whenever they want to cause chaos. It's going to be exciting to watch. It could end differently, but my thoughts is Everton. No, Brighton will win this. Brighton win this by 2-1. That's how I see it. Man City versus Bournemouth. I think the worst mistake that Bournemouth made was to sack their manager. And because they sacked him and they got this new guy, I think they might find themselves fighting relegation position. And that's why I'm predicting maybe 3 or 4 goals nil to Man City. They will walk over this one, especially that it's at Etihad. Let's just go 6. After beating Manchester United by 3, they could even make it worse. That's my prediction. Sheffield versus Wolves. Wolves will win this game by 2-1. They've been so good. I'm also interested to find out how is Nato, because he has been amazing. I hope he's fit now. He was injured. Let's see what happens there. But that's my prediction. The other games that are going to be played, we have Nottingham Forest versus Aston Villa. That's a good game. Unai Emery has been on a high rampage of proving people that he has a strong team. And I won't be surprised if they beat Nottingham Forest by maybe 5-1. That's why I chose Ole Watkins, my fantasy team, because I feel like he will give you goals. So that's my prediction. Could be 5-1 to my thoughts. Liverpool versus Luton. I know Liverpool have not played a bigger team at the moment. Of course, we played the last game, but it was not really, we did not really show our level best. This could be one of the games we are going to have a high-scoring game. I think Liverpool could win by 4-0 in this game. I think they could win by 4-0 if it doesn't even go worse to 9. Let's hope it doesn't go there. But it's going to be exciting for my... I think it'll be my first time to actually watch a Luton game at their own stadium, because I haven't done that. But because my team is going there, it's going to be exciting. People have been telling me about this ground. Let's find out what it's all about. It's exciting times, people. Do me a favor, click the like button, subscribe to the Connect. These all my predictions. I've done it all, and I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. Let's try to predict. I want to start another thing, people, with you. Try to predict 5 men of the matches of the games that are going to be played. Or should I make it 3? Yeah, let's start with 3. Oh, for example, even this week I would say Newcastle versus Arsenal. Try to predict a man of the match there, as well as Luton versus Liverpool. No, that's not fair. Fulham versus Manchester United. Yeah, so it's Newcastle versus Arsenal, Fulham versus Manchester United. Then the last one is the London Derby, Spurs versus Chelsea. Can you try to predict your man of the match? Then I'll take those predictions, then talk about them in the next coming video. But do me a favor, click the like button, subscribe to the Connect. I'll be back again with another one. It's going to be exciting. I can't wait to see what you do. I want to see people who are going to be correct. We'll be checking who's going to be awarded the Premier League man of the match if you're correct of those games. Like I said, Newcastle versus Arsenal, Fulham versus United, and yes, the last one, the North London Derby. Let's see who's going to be correct. If you get ones, I'll shout out your name on the Connect when we do our reviews. I'll shout out to call your name. If you have been one of the people we've predicted, I'll be looking at those things. I can't wait. It's going to be exciting. See you on another video, people. This was the Premier League match review. preview, not review, preview. We can't wait to see what happens. I'm out. Click like button and subscribe. We're out. Peace.